I want to take a minute and talk to you about the course structure, and this is really just to make sure that you get the best from the course, that you get what you need, as panic attacks are different for each individual person. So I'll take a minute and explain to you how this is going to work. You will have seen in the previous videos that I talk about different pathways that can create anxiety and panic attacks. If you haven't watched the previous videos, you really should do, because it will help to make sense of what I'm going to say to you now. I appreciate one of them is really long. It's so long because it's a copy of a webinar that I did recently, but it has a lot of good information in there. That's why I decided to include it in some of these previews, as it talks about the different ways that panic attacks can arise. For ease of explanation, I'm just going to focus on 2 scenarios to show you how the course might work for you. And the first one, this might be you, where your panic attacks just seem to come out of the blue. They occur for no reason. Or you could have panic attacks that occur in similar situations, such as having a panic in a particular shop where you had a panic attack before, or a panic attack when you're driving. Or you could find that you've a mixture of both. They occur in the same situations and they come out of the blue. Depending on how panic occurs for you has a direct impact on what you need to do to fix it. And don't worry if you're not sure. When you get into the course, I have lots of exercises and things for you to do so that you know how your panic attacks occur. If you find that your panic attacks come out of the blue, then you need to look at fixing this around having an understanding of your amygdala. And I touch on this in the really long video above, where I'm talking about an anxiety switch and it gets stuck on. If this is you, you will definitely be using the 2 courses. You'll work your way through this one on panic attacks and go into the second course, which is included on anxiety, to learn about your brain, more to do with fear and anxiety. If you find that your panic attacks occur in the same situations, again, you're going to be using both courses, working your way through this first one on panic attacks, but also in the second included course, you want to look at how your brain remembers how to be anxious. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that everything that you will need is included in the course. CBT, neuroscience, mindfulness, distraction exercises, MP3s, and a whole lot more, but you have to use it. There's no point me putting all this information here. You have to use it, and I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. I need you to imagine that you're actually in session with me, and if you were meeting with me, you would be paying me €135 every time you walk through the door, and this entire course and the second course that I've included is less than 1 session with me, but take it seriously. With this course, you have immediate access to all the materials, and this is where sometimes people do it in a way that I don't think is particularly helpful. They just watch the videos one after the other. It's like binge watching something in Netflix. Don't do that. When I first started the online courses, I dripped out the material to mimic weekly sessions with me, which basically meant you would log in, you could watch some of the course, I would give you some homework, and then you would have to wait a week or 2 before there was more content available. But I found out that some people didn't like that. They wanted to be able to access all the material at once, so I changed it. Once you log in now, you have immediate access to absolutely everything. But saying that, treat it as if you were seeing me in person in session. If I ask you to do something, take the time and do it. And then, and only then, move on to the next piece. Because otherwise you won't get the best from your course. I've given you all the materials, everything that you need. I've done the best I possibly can for you, but the rest is up to you to put some work into it. So everything that I can do to help you, I've put it in this course. Everything I know about anxiety and panic, and this is my specialism, I've included it in this course. All you have to do now is take the next step and start.